to another section of Jeff the Master Barber. In this edition, I'm just gonna show you how I do a Baldy with the blade. Right now, we put into him the shaving cream. It's called Bone Pro. It's medicated. Smells really good, and it works just perfect. It's real nice and soft. The texture, and when you put it into your skin or any skin, you feel the cool sensation, and it doesn't, like, you know what I mean, when you pass a blade, it doesn't irritate, it keep the irritation and the burning sensation away. So yeah, right now I'm using the Black Widow razor holder. Shout outs to the guys, BARBER, especially Will Ocasio. Thank you for this product. It's definitely the razor holder is beautiful. And yeah, pretty much when I'm shaving the head and I'm shaving it with the blade, I try not to put too much pressure, and I do it by section, and every section I switch the blade. And when I wipe the blade, I wipe it off on the napkin. I don't do it in a towel. Everybody, they got their own way to work, to do their own way of doing things, but I use a napkin. That way I can throw it out. It doesn't cost basically nothing. Instead of a towel. If I put in a towel, then I have to clean the towel. Then if I clean it in my washer, all that hair is gonna stay. You know what I mean? Not that it's gonna stay, but it has more chance that it's gonna stay there. And then when I put the other hair, the other cloth, it's gonna, you know what I mean, it's gonna ruin it. So I don't want to take that chance. Even if it doesn't happen, I don't want to take that chance. So this is the way that I do it. I put it on a Bounty napkin. And yes, I think this is if you don't want to use your trimmer, then this is the next option. And I think, to tell you the truth, this is a lot better, because you get a lot more tighter. And then after that, I pass the electric shaver. But if you don't have an electric shaver, then this is the best method right here. But for the people that ask me, oh Jeff, I thought the blade gets closer than the shaver. In some parts of the face, it depends on the type of the hair, and it depends on some of the clients. But most of the time, the shaver it getting more closer than the blade. Another way that you could tell that the shaver gets closer than the blade, specifically more in the hair, on the head, is when you pass the shaver, the electric shaver, you're gonna hear the electric shaver, the sound going. That means that it's still shaving those the roots or the studs of the hair. And yeah, I'm using this electric shaver. I have the Series 9 and also the Baby Bliss. And I just got this one a week ago. This one is the Andy Profoil Plus. It has the charger, and then it has the grip. A few little things different, but you know, it's still the same like the old one. The only thing that I definitely feel the grip. It's like a better grip. And yeah, I put a black little metal piece to it, so that way I could, when I'm not using it, I could put it in the charger. But that way, so I don't have to mess around the charger, the battery on it. I put it in my magnetics that you see in the background, how the clippers are holding. Right now I'm using the Dyson blow dryer, and I put some aftershave in the napkin, blowing it with cool air, so that way the client is nice and comfortable. You know what I mean? You want to make sure that the client is comfortable. And yeah, so I recommend still if you ask me for electric shaver, definitely I recommend the Andy and the Series 9. Right now I'm using the Baby Bliss FX Gold. This trimmer hasn't come out yet. I think it's coming out either the end of this month or next month, and it's gonna cost around roughly like $150 from what I heard. I got it through eBay, and I paid it quite a bit, but obviously it's because, you know, the exclusive, like everything else, like people who wants exclusive stuff, they pay whatever it is. This trimmer is actually nice. It depends on the type of hair. For example, his hair is really thick, so definitely it works really good, you know what I mean, and it doesn't get stuck, like, you know, back in the days, the GTX and the Andes, after a while, like when you used to pass it, it used to pull or get stuck. This one has not yet done that. It's been a month since I got it. I always give, like I said, I always give like 6 months, a period of 6 months to test it out really well and give my opinion. But at the moment, it's working perfectly. I like the 360 view, meaning you can see more what you're cleaning. I like the blade, is pretty nice. I feel that it could have been more sharper, thinner, and sharper. As I'll give you an example, the TL liner, cordless, that blade on it, even though the teeth are small, the blade is a lot sharper. I feel that it's a lot sharper. So but this one is still good. So my clients, they say they feel that it's smooth, you know. You have to calibrate it really well, because this one you could definitely overlap them if you're not careful enough. But yeah, I'm having them laying down because I'm a short guy, so I want to be comfortable and I want to be able to grab the, you know what I mean, grab the tools, the right angles, and be comfortable and have the client comfortable. But yeah, I'm shaping everything. And by the way, everything that you see in is what the client asked me to do. It's not what I wanted to do, but I do it because that's what the clients asked me to do. And we're doing a mid, semi-mid beer. This is the cream, Bone Pro medicated formula. And like I said, this thing, all you need is not even that much, or that right there, and it smells really good. And now we're gonna add it in the parts that we're gonna shave, and you know, make sure loosen up the hair. I do use hot towels, and I use the Ulster massager, but for that service I charge for that service extra. Right now I'm using Dorco blade. This is the blade that I use right here. Some people are gonna say, why don't you use the Derby, or why don't you try this? I try them all, and this is the one that I really like. This is the one that does it for me, in combination with the razor holder of Black Widow from Barber's Tool. And yeah, first, another thing that I said is always stretch the skin. I'm a righty, so with my left hand I stretch the skin. Always, whatever I'm gonna shave, you're gonna see that hand always stretching. And always shave from top to bottom first. Never shave from bottom up first, because then the hair's too long, and then you're gonna pull it, you're gonna irritate his skin, you know what I mean. So I definitely recommend to always shave first from up, down, and then you can shave from the bottom to the top. And yeah, right now the cream has dried a little bit, but it's still good to pass the blade, you know what I mean. Sometimes if you put too much water, it will the blade will slip and it will not get it. With this cream, by even shaving it semi-dried, it's not completely dry, but it stays like moisturized. You pass the blade and it will not irritate the skin at all. Right now it feels what he's feeling right now in the skin. It feels real cool sensation. The blade is gliding a lot easier. Notice how I grabbed the razor holder a lot closer, a lot tighter, and I use basically the corners too, to, you know what I mean, kind of draw the what I want to get, or what to want to get. And yeah, see, I'm shaving from top to bottom, and notice always stretching the skin with my left hand. Everybody got different ways to do things, you know what I mean. Everybody got different ways to how they cut and how they shave and how to do things. I respect that, and you know what I mean. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not claiming that this is the way that you have to do it, but for those who don't know yet how to shave or whatever, I'm showing this is the way how I do it, and it's been working for me. You know what I mean? See, I use the corners, and notice how close I grab the blade. I mean the razor holder, and you know what I mean. I have the client helping me, like, okay, lift it up, put the tongue right there, lift that skin up, and those things help. Every little thing help. And notice that I don't put pressure to the blade. I make sure, you know what I mean, just glide to it, and then I work in the other side. Like I said, everything works perfectly. I have the fan going on, I have them reclined, I'm wiping my blade and everything in the napkin. He's relaxed, I got good music. So if the client likes to talk, we talk. That's another thing, is you gotta understand your clients, and you know, be very provide a good service. Listen to what they want, and when they're in the chair, if they want to see a movie or whatever. In my case, I have it's my garage, and I converted into like a barbershop / studio / man cave. I worked for many years in barbershop, and you know, there was time I had clientele that maybe they didn't want to listen to music, or maybe they had kids, and they used to put all type of different music that it was not proper, and I couldn't say nothing because I was not the owner of the barbershop. So here I have an environment that is more dedicated to the client. See, I'm shaving from top to bottom, and notice how my left hand's always stretching the skin. You know what I mean? Right there, from top to bottom. And yeah, I'm sure if you don't like these tutorials, I completely understand. Everybody got their own opinion. Just because you like blue, don't necessarily have to like blue. And because I like red, you don't necessarily have to like red. Choices and opinion, and that's cool. But yeah, I also do tutorials in Spanish. If you don't understand me and whatever, but you speak Spanish, I do tutorial. This video already done, put it on YouTube in Spanish. I always do English and Spanish, but I speak better in Spanish, obviously. But the point is that I'm trying to hopefully help, at least even if it's one person. You know what I mean? That's why I don't care about thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't care about fame a little bit, because my point is at least be able to help someone to feel comfortable, to keep them the confidence to do it. Right now I'm passing blade, the half with no guards, level open, and we're bringing it down at the beginning right there. See, this I'm using level close, and then I open it little by little as I'm going down, so it's a fade but backwards. And then, you know what I mean, I put guard number 1, and we're gonna pass it in that area real low. And that's what the client asked me, because he didn't want it too hairy, because he got the white hairs. A lot of people are gonna say, oh Jeff, how come you didn't use BGen on him, or how come you didn't dye his beard? Because he didn't ask me for it. And if he did, I asked, you know, I have a different service for it. You know what I mean? Like I charge for that service. So if they don't wanna pay for that service, I'm not gonna do. That's another thing. You know, charge what you put into your work. You know what I mean? Because it will take time out of your, and then, you know what I mean, you want to provide that service. When you go to you know, a restaurant and they give you something, and you want a beer, they give you the food, whatever, and you want a beer, the beer is gonna cost you too. So for every little thing is gonna cost you. For whatever service else they're doing, or even in a car wash, you wanna just simple clean, but then you switch your mind and you want buff it out and you want the interior clean. Those are extra service, and they're not gonna do it for the price of just cleaning the whole car. No, they cost differently. So likewise, same thing with the barbershop. You know what I mean? Right now we have them all sit down, and now we're doing final details. You know what I mean? Always pay attention. The final details is very important. Those little things makes the big difference. Whatever energy you put into your work is eventually is gonna show. Look, like right now, there was things that you couldn't see, and look at how, you know, it's shaping it. Oh, Jeffrey, but why are you trying to get those ashy lines for? It's not that I'm trying to get those ashy lines. To me, those ashy lines is like a defense line that let me know, okay, I already got it all set up there, I already passed the blade there, it's taking shape. And then after, once I finish with them, I get a napkin with a little aftershave or rubbing alcohol, whatever, and take it off. But when I'm working, I want to make sure that every line is detailed, that every single part is taking care of it. And you know, like I said, every energy that you put in is the energy that you're gonna get out. If you slack, if you do it sloppy, sloppy is gonna look. And remember, everybody is not gonna like you. Everybody, they're gonna have something to say, especially barbers. Oh, you could have done it faster. Oh, you could have done it like this. Oh, I do it like that. Listen, a sound mind, you know what I mean? Pay attention and focus on the client and himself or what he's doing. And don't let no, they could tell you what you want, and it's up to you if you allow it to stay in. There's constructive criticism, but you don't, at the end of the day, those who give you those opinion and saying or whatever, they don't pay your bills, and at the same time, they're not there with you taking it and doing it themselves. So you know what I mean? Just go for yours. Do everything. Nobody was born knowing. We everything that I'm doing, little by little, by trials and mistribulation, I went through it. This is him before the haircut, or before the shave. This is how it looks. You know what I mean? It may not look like a big difference, but to me and the client, it is. This client, shout out to Cora, and this is the finished product. And thank you, Cora, for letting you record yourself and everything. And he's been coming to get a haircut with me for like 14 years, and he comes every week, every Saturday for the last 14 years. So big thank you, Cora. I appreciate always you know, trusting me with your haircut, or at least with your shave, whatever it is that people will call it, because everybody got different ways to sit in. But yeah, this is the finished result. And as you can tell, you know, big difference. Or if you want to follow me, you can also follow me on Instagram at JR77Barber. And the only thing that I ask is share it. If you like it, share it. That's all I ask. You have a blessed day. Peace.